In Underhanded, the new novel by Jim Billman, Sonny Kristoff shares his adventures during the changing times after World War II with a refreshing inside-out look at history. Written from the perspective of men's fast-pitch softball, this was the time when baseball's little brother became America's most popular team sport. But unlike baseball, its imperfect dimensions brought about its demise. Order Underhanded on Amazon. Underhanded by longtime Southeast Iowa native Jim Billman. Available now.
Drink a lot of water, so make sure there's enough in the tank for everyone. Tank size depends on location and how often cattle come to it. On Successful Farming Radio.
Successful Farming Radio, providing information farmers need in the field, in the shop, and in the office. Committed to growing your business in agriculture.
Get the latest ag news, markets, weather, and more when you sign up for today's news from Successful Farming. Register at agriculture.com/newsletter for today's news, the free Successful Farming e-newsletter. Once a day, you'll get an email packed with relevant news hitting the ag industry online and around the nation, along with the 3 big things happening today. Visit agriculture.com/newsletter to subscribe to today's news from Successful Farming.
Are you looking for new advanced technology for your farm operation? Need some advice on managing your farm or tips on finding the best machinery prices? You'll find all this and more in Successful Farming Magazine. Subscriptions are available online at agriculture.com. Visit agriculture.com and complete your subscription to Successful Farming Magazine today.
One cow can drink 1 to 2 gallons of water per 100 pounds of body weight every day. Multiply that in the hot summer months or if the cow is lactating. It's important to have a big enough watering tank so every animal can get the water it needs. But how do you calculate if it's enough? Brad White is a professor at the College of Veterinary Medicine at Kansas State University and director of the Beef Cattle Institute. He says the placement of the tank and how often they're coming to it is critical.
If cattle are grazing a large area and they're specifically going to come up to that tank to get water and they may only come up once or twice a day, then I need a capacity for everybody to come up that wants to get a drink to be able to get a drink. So if I've got a cow that's drinking 10 to 20 gallons a day and I'm going to have 20 cows come up, I may need a pretty big tank if they're all going to get a drink at once.
If your cows are on a small pasture and have easy access to water throughout the day, you may not need a large capacity tank.
I've seen situations work where they may have a 5-gallon tank, relatively small, that refills because the cattle can come up and they kind of mingle and go through. And a lot of times observing will let you dictate what's my use scenario. Do I always see there's either 20 cows at the water or 0, or do I see 1 and 2 come up at their leisure?
White says where your water tanks are placed also greatly influences the pasture getting even, efficient grazing. I'm Jody Henke. Learn more about livestock watering systems at agriculture.com.